So that usually packs up a lot earlier than usual. So hopefully I've moved closer to the Wi-Fi source. Very strange thing happened. A food robot came to my table and I didn't order any food, and it said something. So I don't know if they're going independent, these robots, or the robot was to my table to see what I was doing. Can someone please make a comment so I know that you can see me? Are we talking? Thank you, Yusam. That took a lot longer than usual. Right, thank you, Yusam. Appreciate it. Sometimes the Wi-Fi drops out, so I have to start a new Wi-Fi stream. You said, are you in Turkey or do you live in Japan? I was looking last night at Istanbul and at the big synagogue with the towers. Some very beautiful things. Yeah. Turkey is the Turkish is the language with most words. Did you know that? My wife is an artist, not professional, but she can paint and draw. Oh, really? Yeah, try to do some study now. But it may be difficult to get into Japan at the moment. Maybe you can get what's called a cultural visa or a bunka visa. Did you get to 1,000 yet? 1,000 subscribers. I hope you can get. I hope. I hope you can get there. Would be nice to see a young channel improve and get really big. So when you get to 10 million subscribers, you can shout me out. Gambare, gambatte kudasai. That means keep trying. Which Kids World, which country are you in? No, that is not true. That is not true. No one. No, they don't. If you have no, they don't stop Muslims coming into Japan. Everyone is at the moment. Everyone is stopped. Okay, good. Please be careful. Yeah, I have been to California a few times. Which city? Los Angeles, San Diego. Maybe that's it. Yeah, San Francisco, very beautiful city. I delivered a car from San Diego to San Francisco. Oh, he's got, that looks really good. This guy opposite me, he has got a Gusto burger. Looks very, very good. Yusa, please don't stop talking. Oh, you said that. Oh, that was Yusa who said that. No, you said that was, no, that's not true. Yeah, well, I went to the old world, old city, old town in Diego, but many, many years ago. Yeah, it took me a long time to get back on. I had to, I wouldn't let me back into the Wi-Fi, so I had to close the, I lost all the messages and I couldn't do anything. Then I realized I needed to close it down. So the original broadcast, I had to close that down. And then I could get back on. Yeah, longest time I had 5. I was off work 7 months for telecoms, and I saw Sylvester Stallone getting a ticket from a copper. He was on the front. He was on the front near the ocean, and he did a fancy wheel spin, just as a police car was going. Just as a police car was passing. No, I would. That's what I was thinking of. I had nothing. I had my friend's bicycle. I had nothing whatsoever. But then again, he was getting a ticket. I don't think. And then after, so that would have been maybe 7 years later. Then I was in Judge Dredd with him. But I didn't manage to tell him that story. I was too afraid to talk to him. Yeah, I think they was having a celebration lunch. Maybe they were finishing a film, and he had an AMG. It was a black AMG. They had just come out at that time, and he did a fancy wheel spin and rode off down the road onto Wilshire Boulevard. And then the police car just turned around, and I thought, aye. So I just got on my bicycle and just followed him. Wow. That is margarita mix. Yeah, it is a beautiful place, but you know, when I was there one time, and the council, there were lots of homeless people living on the beach, and I did a video about this actually. And the council, they rounded up 200 people to throw away all these people's belongings, get them off the beach. And that night, there was a massive storm, and the storm just washed everything away. That is God. So the police and the officials, they didn't need to. They let the landlords charge any amount of rent they want. So when I visited a friend of a friend, he lived on Wilshire Boulevard, really nice apartment, and it was rent controlled, and his apartment was $600 a month. Underground garage, 2 massive rooms, concrete built, great place. Because the people, even fucking people with professional jobs, they can't afford the rent. You know, you get rents that are like fucking $2,000, $3,000 and more. A cheap rent is like $1,500 if you can find it. So the cheapest rent is $2,000 a month. People can't afford it. Well, I was paying $115. At that time, when I first moved into my big house, I was paying like $1,400 a month. Yeah, I am going to buy 2. Maybe I would just, if I won on the lottery today, I think I would just do Airbnb for the rest of my life. I saw some Thailand Airbnb, and they had a swimming pool, so that seemed pretty cool. But I've seen some people complaining, and rightly so. They go to Airbnb and they and they have to pay $300 for a fucking cleaning fee. So they give two people like fucking $10 or $20 each for 2 hours. So it costs them, let's say, $40 at most. Then they charge the people fucking $300. No, I'm not. No, sometimes I comment on. I live in near Nagoya. Do they all hate each other? Well, I don't. I think Sam's all right. Victor's all right. You stop watching them more. Please watch them. If only there was another 1 million that would watch my videos. So, you know. But it just seems, but most of my videos are about 1 minute or 2 minutes. And now, fucking 10 years later, making short videos is popular. I'm not sure if you can get into the country, man. Yeah, everyone's told the same story. I'm always complaining about fucking fried eggs. I should have it. I should have a fried egg channel. I saw a video the other day. I can't remember what it was, but it was this guy, and he was okay. Kids, we'll take care. I saw this guy, and it was like 36 ways to cook an egg. Some of those ways, I watched about 10. Some of those ways I did not know. Yeah. You're still not back at the airport?
No.
So money for nothing?
Flight is still suspended.
Eh?
Flight is still
They're still suspended.
suspended.
Money for doing nothing.
Work at home. Actually, homework.
You're a lucky man.
Stop to work at home. No need to go to the airport. Because there's no fucking airplane right up in the sky. International.
Well, from New yeah.
So you don't like the Boris Johnson.
No, he's a cunt. This guy asking me now, he's Japanese, Chinese. He says he's surprised. Maybe he's surprised that I don't like Boris Johnson. No one fucking likes Boris Johnson. No one likes Boris Johnson. He's a fucking idiot. He's a fucking idiot.
But who is going to be next? The lady?
In my opinion, David Cameron shouldn't have quit. There is no one. He wasn't necessarily a good leader, but he was stable. So when he quit, then there was an inexperienced prime minister, and then you had fucking Boris Johnson, who was determined to become a prime minister. He's a misogynist. He's a misogynist. He's a fucking rapist. He's a fucking bully. He's fucking corrupt. He's a fat, horrible Turkish cunt. He's Turkish.
It's Turkish.
Yeah, he has Turkish.
His kid is not like a prime minister.
Boris is cute. Yeah, but Thanks for listening and tuning in. Boris is a lovely old badger. Yeah, he's got fucking tuberculosis. So I have got two people. I've got two people on here. One guy's Turkish, and he doesn't like Boris, and the other guy is English, and he likes Boris. Boris splits the room.
What's the news? The next candidate will be a guy or maybe a lady, right?
It won't be Sunak. Sunak is from India. They will not. The Conservative Party will not put Sunak, an Indian, in charge of to be Prime Minister. They're so fucking racist. They're so racist. But Sunak is probably richer and posher than most of the Conservative Party. He's so fucking rich, or his wife is. They're really rich. He's a snob. He really is a snob. He's more snobby than Boris Johnson. But I don't think that the Conservative Party will vote for Sunak. So what they're going to do, vote for, is a very fucking stupid woman that cannot fucking spell. I'm not kidding. She cannot fucking spell. I'm not kidding. She cannot spell. She's a fucking idiot. She's a bigger idiot than fucking Boris Johnson.
What about the older lady?
That's who I'm talking about. There's only one lady now. Yeah, some people are saying that, aren't they? I hated Boris when he tackled that football player. But not yet, 99. They're not weird. They're just greedy. Maybe you get like a few. Maybe you get a small percentage that have got ideals when they first go in, but otherwise they're just greedy fucks. The Conservative Party have been, and maybe the Labour Party as well, for the last 20 years, they have been putting people based on their looks. So if you've got a good-looking woman, they'll say, yeah, this is our new politician. And they're fucking stupid. Yeah, they're saying now that they're comparing him to Winston Churchill. He will make a comeback. And Boris being Boris, he'll fucking believe this. I'd love to fucking headbutt him, without a doubt. Takababa, are you a right-wing conservative? I think the Daily Show they did a good thing, and they're talking about in Australia when this fucking crackpot shot about fucking 30 or 40 people, and they banned all guns in Australia. And they said, well, then you lose your seat. He said, well, that's not important. An important thing is for the safety of Australians, not for me to have a fucking sweet job. But in America, as soon as they're on the phone all day, begging people for fucking money. They shouldn't be elected to be fucking begging people for money for their fucking campaign so they can stay in office. They should be fucking doing their job. Am I still broadcasting? Good. That's what. If you like fucking Boris Johnson, I can draw no other conclusion. He's a despicable piece of shit. He was corrupt in giving. He was like trying to shag that American woman, and he gave her like 100,000 quid. This is how fucking corrupt this cunt is. Have you ever seen? Have you ever seen those things where they're like t-shirts and they have like a gun with a t-shirt in it, and they fire the t-shirt to the people in the audience? They should do that with like half a dozen fucking stinky eggs at fucking Boris's head. There was a part, like Theresa May, she said the naughtiest thing she'd done was to maybe run through a wheat field as a kid. I think her parents are like in the church or something, and she just ran through a wheat field. So Boris Johnson's idea of taking the piss is to run through a fucking wheat field. Oh no, I think he's far more worse, because he's taking the piss out of the job. He's taking the piss out of the position. He's just completely, he's taking the piss out of his own party. He's taking the piss out of the fucking country. It's far, Margaret Thatcher was a complete cunt, but she never took the piss out of the fucking country. So Tony, it is Tony, innit? Can I ask you, where is your allegiance? Is your allegiance with Japan or China?
Me?
That's a good question.
I was born in China.
You were born in China?
My nationality is still China.
It's still Chinese, so no dual nationality.
I just have the permanent card.
Okay.
Permanent residence card.
My allegiance is with Japan because Boris Johnson is a fucking idiot. Eh?
You're still British.
Yeah, I'm still British, of course.
I know. not Japanese, British.
No, I will never be Japanese. I wouldn't want to be Japanese. I wouldn't want to be American. I wouldn't want to be Chinese, Australian, or fungus, Singapore. I'm fucking born in Britain. I am British. In fact, I'm not British. I'm English. English is better than British. English is part of a group, and the best part of that group is English, England. And we have Boris Johnson, this stupid fucking cunt, ruining the fucking image of Britain. He's a fucking joke. Eh? Yeah, he didn't want to. He didn't want to. He might even come back. What do you think? Oh yeah, I cannot ask you.
But he's a good friend of Anishin.
Hey?
He's one of the good friend of Anishin. He likes
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to ask this guy anything that could get him in trouble. Yeah, for good reason. Why they hate Thatcher is because she always thought that all the Conservatives deserved everything they got, and all the fucking Labour people that worked, were lucky to have a fucking job. I was born in Sheffield, Steel City. Yeah, the Chinese Secret Service are now searching through my telephone for my Chinese contacts. Well, if you shag Boris Johnson, maybe you can get some money. Which part of the year are you going? What month? Because I might be going back next year. I'm not smiling. I'm laughing. Big difference. What do you think of your leader?
Leader.
The guy that is always happy face.
It's normal.
He's normal.
But many prisons, other countries.
Many prisoners.
No, U.S. president, UK prime minister, Japan prime minister, they don't like.
They don't like him. Yeah.
But Vladimir Putin likes.
Yeah, of course he does. Because they did similar things.
He's an ally.
Yeah, telling a lot of fucking lies. I said that the allies. Tinsley Pit has opened up again. Wow. Was it Tinsley? Was it a pit or was it a drift mine? Tinsley. I lived so close to Tinsley. I just lived the other side of the. I just lived the other side of the motorway. You sir, have you got a channel on YouTube? Well, not obviously not. Well, 40 degrees, fucking hell, man. That's that's hotter than Japan. Was that the whole of the country? Yeah, 40 degrees. Maybe you should. On YouTube, have you got a channel in a different place to show your artwork? Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, because the coast, at least they got the breeze. Yeah. Yeah, well that's it, isn't it? Because the coast. So what happens is, the heat from the land rises, and the breeze from the sea comes in to take its place. Blackpool, Liverpool, lucky bastards. Apart from being scousers, of course. Yeah, I remember that from a physics class many years, 50 years ago. Yeah, it's the same in the hottest place in Japan is Tajimi. So what happens is all the heat runs up the valley to Tajimi, and that holds the record, 41 degrees. Well, it's just meeting the right person, Yusa. Tajimi, it's about 40 minutes from me. Yeah, you should, yeah. You know, it depends on what art. If it's something new or different, people, you know, people like it. Yeah, I told. So what I've got to do, I've got to close this. I've got to close this live stream and then open a new one up because people can't see. I can't see people's comments or messages. So please look for me in a few minutes.